Welcome, everyone. So this morning I wanted to do, I don't know how everyone else is doing, but there's a considerable amount of change around me right now. So, and then I've heard other people in my little sphere here also having quite a bit of change going on. So while the dust is all settling, I always think it's a good idea to do the 9-round breathing. So we'll start with that, and then we'll do Medicine Buddha with some mantra. And I hope everybody's okay with that. Of course, I asked everybody in the Vajrasattva class last night, and they all said yes, and only some of them, yeah, okay. All right, so let's just settle. Let me put up our precious little Buddha here. All right, there we go. And is that another chat? Let me just check. Ah, okay. Gendon. I keep wanting to call him Vendon, but he's not. Don. It's a very sweet, sweet man. He's one of the most skillful people I've ever seen in terms of handling volunteers. He's just so sweet with people in person. Yeah. Okay. I've known him for years. Yeah. All right, let's just settle into a nice, comfortable meditation seated posture. So for some of you, that might be with your feet down on the ground. And if you do have that, try not to cross the ankles or the knees. So have your legs about a hips width apart, sitting on top of your sits bones, shoulders are aligned with the hips, and just imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head and beyond. And just lengthen the spine. And put some space in between your vertebrae. And just really, for a moment, just really feel the weight of your feet, knees in your feet, sits bones on the chair. And then bring your mind to the crown of the head, your attention, your awareness, and just allow the crown of the head to sort of soften and relax. And then relax the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the area around the mouth. Relax back of the head, the neck. Oh, and the tongue, back of the tongue. Just notice what happens as you relax the back of the tongue, the jaw, the temples, the ears, and allow your shoulders and shoulder blades to drop down. And relax the chest and the belly and all of your limbs. And breathe. And just notice the sensation of the air as you're inhaling and exhaling. You might notice it as the air as it flows across those little hairs in your nostrils. You might notice the rising and the falling of the belly or the chest. Some of you might be noticing your ribs expanding to the side or the back. We do have a 36-degree body when we're breathing, but we often breathe forward. We sort of, our backs get tight, so we don't breathe out through the back body, as they call it in yoga. Just allow your breath to expand as you inhale. Just try that for a moment. Just imagine as you're inhaling, just very slowly, that your breath is expanding in your rib cage, the front of the rib cage, the back, the side. And be aware now of any sounds in your environment. Just allow those sounds to be there. And try not to follow with the mind. And then notice what's arising in your mind this morning. So what's preoccupying you today? Some memory from high school, maybe some thoughts about people you're living with, some issues going on in your neighborhood. Some worries. So just allow the thoughts to be there and just be curious about what it is that's arising. Just notice it. Be objective, take a step back. And then bring to mind all the people of our life. We start with the ones we love and just really bring them to your mind. You can see them there with you. And then bring to mind some strangers. Perhaps these are people that you saw on the freeway, in the store, just walking down your street. And then there's, ones we don't like so much or we're not so comfortable with. In the text they call these people enemy, but they're not really. Sometimes that feels a bit of a strong word. No, they're just people you want to distance yourself from. Aversion arises in the mind around these people. And, it's always good to remember that the friend, the enemy, and the stranger can all change place at any time. And they're all equal. They wish to be happy and they wish to be free from suffering and having this extraordinary capacity for Buddhahood. So we'll do this meditation this morning for the benefit of all these people of our life, and by extension, all sentient beings. And so there might be people in your life that you're thinking about. So just bring them to mind. So we'll start with our 9-round breathing. So I won't be mirroring you. It'll look like I'm opposite to you. So just listen to the instructions if you don't know it. So we start by breathing in, and I'll lead the first round and then we'll do 2 on our own. So start by breathing in blissful, radiant, white light. You can close the left nostril with the back of the right finger. And then pause at the top of the breath. And you can breathe in, if you wish, for a count of 4. And then breathe out through the left nostril. All your unhealthy attachment and grasping and neediness, anxieties. You can breathe this all out through the left nostril as thick, black, yucky smoke. And just make sure it just goes all out. You don't need that in there. And it disappears into space. So we do that 2 more times. Breathe in now through the left nostril, closing the right. Blissful, radiant, white light this time. And breathe out through the right nostril, all your anger energy. This is grudges, bitterness, jealousy, disappointments, and fury, depression, all of this. Just breathe it out. It's thick, black, yucky smoke. And do that 2 more times. Breathing in through the left, out through the right. Breathing in through both nostrils, blissful, radiant white light, and then breathe out through both, all your ignorance energy. Now, on one level, it can be ignorance of just not knowing how to get from A to B, unless you have Siri helping you or Google Maps, whatever. But on this, in the Dharma context, it means not appreciating or understanding karma, a cause and effect, and also not appreciating or understanding this idea of emptiness, and really not appreciating the way things truly exist, that they may not exist the way we think they do. So breathe in blissful, radiant white light and breathe out all of this ignorance energy because of not knowing how to count from 1 to 10. Two more times. So now we'll do 2 more sets in our own time. So just to remind you, breathing in, light, breathe out, all the thick black yucky smoke. First of all, breathe in through the right, breathe out through the left. Attachment, breathe out through the right. Anger, and through both nostrils. When you get there, ignorance. Okay. And just feel. And just check now and 15 minutes ago. And this little meditation is very grounding. You can do it in about 5 minutes. So now just bring to mind this medicine Buddha, this beautiful blue healing Buddha, this ball of blue light, if that image in front of you is too intricate. There's a lot of detail in there, so you don't have to remember all of it. It's more about getting the feeling. So bring that beautiful blue Buddha to the crown of your head, about a couple of inches above, facing the same way as you. He's radiating light, made of light. And he's sitting on a moon disk, and this is resting in the center of an open lotus, and his legs are crossed in the full Vajra position. And his body is made of this light, kind of the similar color to sapphire. So it's a bit dark blue. And every little aspect, everything we talk about is made of light. And his right hand, the back of his right hand, is resting on his right knee in the gesture of granting sublime realization. So that's with the thumb and the forefinger touching, and is holding in that thumb and forefinger the stem of an aurora plant. His left hand is in his lap in the gesture of concentration, and is holding this kind of bowl filled with the nectar, also the color of sapphire. He's wearing these saffron robes of a monk and has all the signs and marks of a fully enlightened Buddha. His face is peaceful and smiling. He's looking at you and all those people of your life, all the people in the universe, with love and compassion and kindness. There's no judgmental thoughts towards anyone, just accepting you exactly as you are. However it is you're turning up this morning, it's totally fine. So we'll just spend a minute or two just contemplating the medicine Buddha above the crown of your head, and just really try and get a feeling for this kind of holy healing being. So just let it inspire your heart. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. And we'll do the 4 immeasurables. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and anger that hold some close and others distant. So recite the Medicine Buddha prayer, or the prayer to Medicine Buddha 3 times. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Medicine Guru, King of Sapphire Light, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Medicine Guru, King of Sapphire Light, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. To the Bhagawan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, medicine guru, king of sapphire light, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. So now imagine rays, infinite rays of radiant white light flowing down from the heart and body of the medicine Buddha. And just imagine that this light fills your body completely and purifies all disease, afflictions, as well as all the causes of, your obscurations and your troubled mind, our karma, our delusions, our mental obscurations. So just imagine all these negativities leave your body in the form of thick black liquid like engine oil, and your body becomes clean and clear as crystal. And you can imagine that all other beings are being purified in the same way as we recite the mantra together. Om Jaya Tao Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Tao Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Tao Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Tao Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Tao Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Tao Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha Taya Tao Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samangate Soha. Now this time as we recite the mantra, you can imagine maybe golden light flowing from the medicine Buddha, and this fills your body again and brings all the realizations of the path to enlightenment and all the qualities of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. And you can imagine that the same thing is happening to all the other beings. And you just feel that you and all the other beings have actually received these excellent qualities, and that you've received all the blessings and the inspiration of the medicine Buddha. And I didn't mention this earlier, but you imagine this is the mind of your teacher, so you're also receiving the blessings from your teachers as well. O Taya Tao Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Bekanze Rajasamangate soham tayato bekanze bekanze moha 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 bekanze bekanze Rajasamangate soham. Now imagine the medicine Buddha melts into light and this absorbs into your heart. So just imagine your heart, your mind is infused and becomes one with all the enlightened minds of the Buddhas. So let your mind rest there for a moment in a state that's completely clear and peaceful and free from its usual busy thoughts and conceptions. Really try and feel that this is your true nature. This is who you really are. This, not the blob that we wake up with in the morning and think, oh, here I am again. No, you're this other one. This is your potential. So let's just dedicate all the merit, all the positive energy we've created doing this practice, that it may bring true physical and mental health and happiness to all living beings, all those people of your life, and be the cause for their eventual attainment of enlightenment. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. There's another message. Oh, Kimberly, your mum's birthday. Karen's partner, Jim. Okay, happy birthday, everyone. Live long.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lots of love, everybody. See you tonight. Thank you so much. Thanks for hosting, Mary. Nice to see you, Bobby. Okay, bye, everyone.